Hello, everyone. This is Ada Leo. Welcome to the WPBA Capital City Billiards Invitational over at Capital City Billiards in Concord, New Hampshire. Joining me in the booth is Jessica Barnes.
Hi, Ada. How's it going? This is such a great. I just caught the tail end of Pia and Kelly. That was amazing.
Amazing.
Wow.
I love a good fighting match where Pia was down, she fought back, she didn't give up, and she was just like, I'm going to take it to the win here.
Yeah, she shot that last. She's been shooting really strong, so that was just awesome to watch.
Yeah, so let's see. There's going through the player announcements right now. So we have a very exciting match ahead of us. This is a one-loss side match. So the the winner, of course, will move on, and then the loser here will have to say goodbye to them. So it is Brittany Bryan versus Caroline Powell.
Yes, this is. I'm glad they put this match on the stream. I think this is great match for everyone to watch. I think it's gonna be a real fight.
So while we get started here, I want to go over the match rules. So let's see, we're going to be lagging for the first break, and it's an alternate break format. The 9-ball does not count on the break in. The bottom 2 pockets, the 3-point break rule, and 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and it's cue ball fouls only. So the 3-point break rule means that you need to have a combination of 3 balls going past the kitchen or breaking.
Get rid of me? No, it's fine. Are you guys good?
And let's see. So 3 balls need to cross the kitchen or be pocketed, and then if it's not a legal break, then the incoming player can take the table and make a shot, or they can give it back to the breaker, and the breaker can do a push out. So the incoming player cannot push out.
Right. The incoming first after the break has the option if it's not a legal break. And yeah, if they give it back to the shooter, they can push.
Yes.
That's correct, right?
Right.
So, Brittany, it appears she won the leg while we were looking at the rules.
Yes.
Unless they're still practicing, I'm not quite.
No, they got
sure.
started already.
Okay.
So if the score is even, then Brittany's going to be breaking. If the score is odd, then Caroline's going to be breaking. So let's introduce the players here. We have Brittany Bryan breaking right now. Her nickname is the Bombshell. She is from Gulf, Ontario, and she has the highest ranking of number 2 on the WPBA tour. Her current WPBA ranking is number 5. She plays with the Predator Icon, the Predator BK Breaker, and a Predator Air Jump. And she is sponsored by Predator Cues and Jam Up Apparel. She is a 2-time WPBA Blue Emu Southern Open champion, 21-time Canadian champion, 2022 Predator Pro Billiard Series Las Vegas Open runner-up, 2-time World Junior champion, multiple bar table champions, and highest finish in the World Championships is top 8.
And what a great competitor Brittany is. She's really great to play against as well as watch. I love watching her play.
She has such a very smooth stroke. I really love
Yes.
watching Brittany play too.
Yes, I've heard that before. People comment on how nice her stroke is. And that's one of the nice things to watch is how she moves the ball. She really knows how to move the cue ball using her stroke.
So what do you think about this rack here? So things are pretty open, but this 4 ball is a slightly, steep angle here, but I don't think that Brittany's going to have any trouble.
Yeah, I think she can go maybe 2 rails above the 5 or even under it, just depending on how her speed is, like she's looking at it. So that was really nice. She got right under it. Great angle to come over for the 6 and still leave herself a nice angle to come down for the 7.
Yeah, 6 and the 7 are very far away from each other.
Right. So great foresight by Brittany to leave herself a really nice angle to leave this type of shot on the 6. If she comes off the rail, I think then she can put that where she wants for the 7 because she's going to want to come down to the right side of the 7.
So do you like following it 2 rails around or putting draw and going the other way?
Well, I've been watching, and the other ladies are kind of going forward if it's closer to the pocket
Ooh, watch out for this
to
cue ball.
control the speed off, you can play it 3 rails and control the speed. But she was a little further from the pocket there, so I can see why she went 1 rail. I think she can still cut this in unless she likes to play it safe.
I think a lock-up safe is the key here because it's still the first rack. Both players needs to get used to the table. Leaked out. She wanted to get right up against the 9.
Yes, I believe Caroline will definitely play it safe here.
So to introduce ourselves again, this is Ada Leo, commentating with Jessica Barnes to everyone who has just joined us.
Yes, hi everyone.
Hello. So let's introduce Caroline. So up at the table right now is Caroline Powell. Her nickname is Kapow. And she is from New York City, although she lives in New Jersey now. Her highest ranking is number 4, and her current WPBA ranking is 16. She's playing with a Mez Q with an Ignite shaft, a Break Q Mez Power Break G, and her Jump Q is a Mez Air Drive 3. So we have Predator versus Mez in this matchup.
I love it.
And her sponsors are Mez Q's, Sugar Tree Q's, Rax Pool Room, Sports Bar and Grill, RJH Custom Q's and Repairs, Mark Lee DS, Castillo Leather Goods, and Onboard Sportswear.
Yes, and she is also a great competitor. And what was the title of the award she got? Like most congenial, but it's called something else.
Sportsmanship, maybe?
Something, yes, sports.
Nicest player.
Yeah, something like this. And totally true. Once you meet her, you see why she got that award.
And she loves food. So every time she travels, if you check out her Instagram, she is taking pictures of all the food she ate at the different stops that we've had.
They really do that. They'll be like, wait, let me take a picture. I'm ready to say my grace and eat.
No, you have to capture the moment and tell people how delicious this is.
I guess so, yeah. Well, the safety exchange looks like Brittany came out on top there.
Yeah, she totally missed that 7 ball there and, gave Brittany ball in hand.
Well, a little tester of an angle, but I'm sure she can handle it. Maybe get it softly to go past the side pocket with the cue ball.
Mm-hmm. I think she's going up table. The way she's cueing.
Oh, you are exactly correct.
Wow, that's some stroke shot. But she might. Oh, she landed like in this weird 50.
Yep, the 50-yard line, but she's got a little piece of the side of the ball. So, and then
this is giving me nightmares of when I played Hayball and I had to do the shootout. It was almost like this.
That sounds really fun. So nice cut there. Took care of that.
No big whoop this cut.
Yeah, that's no problem for them.
So let's take a look around the table, around the room actually.
Yes.
So we have our voice of the stream, Lonnie Fox Raymond, in a dogfight with Kaylee McIntosh, 7-6. She's on the hill. Let's see what happens in that one.
Wow.
But that's definitely from the previous match, previous round, and they're finishing it up. Sarah Miller is down 0-1 against Ashley Rice. We have newcomer Kennedy Dunn and Lisa Cassette at 0-0. I guess they just are starting. Same with Joanna Ashton versus Susan Williams. Monica Webb versus Kelly Isaac. Rachel Lang is up 1-0 against Olivia Chang, and we have Emily Duddy up 1-0 against Angela Janik.
Right. I bet that's going to be a good match there, Emily and Angela.
Yes.
That would be fun to watch.
Angela's been playing really well in this tournament, so.
Yeah, when she's feeling confident in her stroke, she really puts them down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she also knows how to move that cue ball. So, great matches out there. And of course, Emily's been traveling the world, playing so many tournaments. Really great to watch her out there competing and doing so well.
Yeah, she's been loving hay ball. She was just in Morocco. She was in Slovenia earlier in the
Yeah,
year.
yeah, that's awesome.
I want to do a little bit more international traveling. We'll see. Maybe we can grow the sport so that we can get a salary for being pool players.
Well, it's definitely on track and growing, and see a lot of beautiful things out there. I love hearing all the exotic places people are going to play pool. It's amazing.
Yes, I would love to go to like New Zealand,
Exactly.
Australia, some places like that.
Yes. So Caroline has a great chance here to tie up this match.
Get herself on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a question in the chat about should you pick up anything off the table before the white ball has stopped moving? You should not be touching anything until the white ball stops moving. You know, there was a controversial call in the Women's World 10 ball in Puerto Rico where Rubilin Ahmed went to put her hand in the pockets and picked up a ball while the white ball was still moving.
Right. And on other tours, it is very explicit rules, and they're very strict about it, especially because most of the matches are refereed, which in our tour, we, back in the day, there was a rule that if it was refereed, it was, I believe, all ball fouls. And then if it wasn't refereed, it was cue ball fouls only. So,
I think that's kind of tough. Like, you know, women with long hair, their clothes being a little bit loose, maybe. Like, you have to be very, very careful about.
right. I think even though we play cue ball fouls only, I really never see anyone, touch a ball or move a ball. Everyone's pretty aware. So
Well,
it doesn't really come up a lot. And I think we're a little more, if you want to move a ball out of the pocket so you can pocket the next ball or something, we don't have to call a foul
right.
or anything for that.
Yeah, I think the ladies have tremendous sportsmanship and integrity and respect each other. So, yeah, it's really rare to see some of the behavior that other tours or situations happen here. So,
But we have our rules as well that we do follow to the letter, like the 3-point rule and, any type of fouls or.
Well, the 3-point rule came about because people were soft breaking or they were trying to prevent soft breaking in extensive safety battles. I mean, even though you still have clumps that happen with 3-point, the likelihood of a top player running out is high. Wow, that was so crazy.
So did Kaylee win against Lonnie? It looks like they're done over there unless they're taking a break. But I don't see any cues, so I believe that. Oh, Lonnie won against Kaylee.
8-6.
8-6.
Wow.
I was reading the board from across the room and I didn't remember who was sitting on which side, so excuse me. So that is the A side.
Yes, that was A-side match.
So we'll see Kaylee again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And this match that you're watching right now is a one-loss side match. So both ladies are looking to stay in and continue playing. So Brittany is up 2-0 in this matchup here.
So there is a comment in the chat, all ball fouls. It is not all ball fouls.
It is cue ball fouls.
Right.
So let's play a video while they're bracking.
Do you think she'll elect a push out?
It's
or
a dry break.
Oh, she did. So, in the rules, how does this work? She can push out, correct?
What the? There's 9 balls on the table. Isn't this a dry break?
You know, you're right.
Unless I'm not counting this correctly.
I think we're seeing the same thing, so I don't know what happened
What is going
here.
on here?
She broke, correct?
She did. Or maybe Caroline gave it back.
Oh.
Because, you know, since she didn't
Yeah.
satisfy the 3-point breaking requirement,
She
Caroline
passed.
was just like, no, you shoot this.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. They were just very quick about it. All right. A little bit of a kick safety there. Tying up the 1 and the 6.
So have you been to Concord, New Hampshire before?
I have never been to New Hampshire, and this is my first time, and I kind of wanted to come to this tour stop just to check it out. What is New Hampshire like?
Well, it's a little bit cold and rainy.
It is, but it's very tolerable. It's doesn't get under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of you walk inside and oof, that's fine.
Well, it's still on the early side. It's only November.
True. I'm definitely not a cold weather person, so I don't know a lot about it.
So how did you get started playing pool?
Oh, well, I was on the beach one day reading a book on vacation, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go across the street to the pool hall. I don't know really why. And then I was really bad at it, so I went back the next day because I didn't like that I couldn't make a ball. And I've basically been playing ever since.
Wow. So you're just like initially frustrated that you couldn't make a ball, and then you were just determined to get better because you're like, I can't go down like this. I can't.
Yeah, I was really not proficient at it at all, so it was intriguing for that reason, I guess.
Do you have a home pool room that
Still
you play out of right
trying.
now?
Yeah, but I don't like to tell people about it because
Oh.
there's only 4 9-foot tables. But
Oh, okay. So secret spot.
I do play at Clicks North in the Orlando area, and sometimes I play at Racks in Sanford. They have really great equipment, both rooms. They have diamond tables, and they, keep the cloth changed, and you can tune into some pool matches when you're at Racks. They have it on the screen, and just a great environment, both places. Quite a few people they love the game, they love to play, and I really found a nice home there.
That's awesome.
How about you, Ada?
How I got started, or where do I play?
Where do you play?
I play out of Amsterdam Billiards and Society Billiards, and I'm sponsored by Play Hoboken in New Jersey. So I do give lessons and teach beginners. We do have a lot of new students or new players that want to at least get some foundations, some fundamentals. So I do a lot of, this is your pre-shot routine. You need to do practice strokes. You need to pause and follow through. So a lot of that is, making sure that you're set up for success with the right foundation.
Right, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons I love watching the ladies play. They definitely keep their pre-shot routine on lock, and you can watch. Some of them are so crisp, and they just do the same routine every time, and it's really beautiful to watch their rhythm and how accurate they are.
Look at this combo.
Yes. Do you think she might play safe here behind the 8? Oh,
She was like, no, I'm going to try it.
I mean, she didn't leave.
I think Brittany's going to play safe right now.
I think she'll play
Thin
the
it
safe.
on the left side and get the cue ball behind the 7-8. That's my prediction.
So with Filler and Fisher, Pia Filler won Hill.
That was super exciting.
And a super great cut shot on the 5 to finish the rack. And it was a great out. Super strong.
Oh, she left it funny.
Yeah.
There might be a slight cut possibility for the side pocket, the right side pocket, but then Caroline's got to be careful about where this cue ball is going. She might scratch if she doesn't hit this correctly into the top left pocket.
I think she can hit around the first diamond and the top rail. She'll just have to miss the 7 on the way back, unless, maybe she wants to play safe.
That was tough to do. It was a very tricky shot.
And the side pockets on these Brunswicks are, I would say, a little bit different than the diamond table, especially in regards to the side pocket. So I saw Bean hitting some really nice shots towards the side and using kind of like a finesse, because if you hit it with a little speed, it's very difficult to make unless it's pretty straight on.
Yeah, these pockets are a little tighter than normal, I think, and also this I've never played on this table where at least I haven't played often on this table. A friend of mine has this table. He had gotten it during COVID, and so it's not a gold crown. It's a black table, Brunswick.
Black table.
It's called the Brunswick Black. It's got a much longer name. Someone in the chat mentioned the name of the.
I did
type
hear
of-
earlier, and it's escaping me. It is the Brunswick Black.
Something or other. I think there's the word black and the word pro in it, and there's another word in the middle.
I believe so. So with that, Brittany's at the table here. Got a good chance to increase her lead. She didn't have a great angle on the 6.
I thought she would stun it over to the right so that she can slice the 7 to the bottom left corner. So I'm a little surprised by this shot choice.
Yeah, she's
Unless she sees that combo, but then again, where is the 7 gonna go and where's the cue ball gonna be? So lots of things going on in this shot.
right. She'll have to avoid the 9 with the. She doesn't want the 9 to get in between if she.
Oh,
So that was great. She
wow.
went all the way to the top rail, came back down. She'll have a little cut shot, but the way she just cut that combo in, I think she will be perfectly fine and then land right about back there for the 9.
She's using the bridge now. There you go. Black Wolf Pro. Someone in the chat just told the name of the table.
Oh.
Black Wolf Pro.
With a question mark, though, so.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do some research on the Brunswick website before I commentate on the next match. So our next stop is next month, December 11th through the 14th. No, through the 15th at the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center in Rothschild, Wisconsin. So if you are in Wisconsin, please stop by and support us. There's going to be an amateur event being held alongside us, and there are going to be 80 ladies showing up for this event.
Wow, that's a big one. Okay, she's going to leave a bit less of a cut shot.
That was so tough to do. You're using the
So-
bridge. You're trying to do this thin cut and get shape
Yes.
for the 9.
Definitely tough.
I think maybe a simple safe would have been a better choice. But again, you have nerves, you have pressure. Even though Brittany's up 2-0, I mean, Caroline can turn the tables on her and put up some racks.
Right, this is a big swing game here.
Wow.
She really needed to pot that.
You know how many balls I hung on this table this weekend?
You know, I'm telling you, those side pockets are a little tough.
I think this is one of those instances where I think every room that you go to, every event, it's so important to get used to the equipment.
Absolutely. These tables are extremely nicely covered, and they're playing great. And a lot of us ladies got to play. Well, you were there Wednesday night. Everyone came and we did some pro-am.
Oh my goodness, there were 60 players playing in the program if you count the 20 pros and the two amateurs that they were paired up with to form a triples Scotch doubles team.
Right. Everyone was having a really great time.
It was so much fun. It was my first time doing it, and I had two fantastic ladies, Kat and Stacy, on my team, and they were a riot. All right, let's take a look around the table, around the room, how everybody's doing. 2-1, Ashley Rice over Sarah Miller. We've got Lisa Cassette, 2-0 against newcomer Kennedy Dunn and local player. And then we have Joanne Ashton, 2-0 against Susan Williams. 3-0 Emily Duddy over Angela Janik. And we have Olivia Chang, 2-1 over Rachel Lang. And Kelly Isaac, 2-0 on Monica Webb.
Oh. So it looks like the option, right?
Yeah, only 2 points happened in this break, so, and it's also dry. Brittany can choose to give it back. She doesn't have to shoot at this right now.
Right. With this 8-ball here, the safe's a little more complicated, but if you like the safe, you've got a lot of opportunities with that cluster in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she can come up with something here. I was thinking this too is on down here you have another cluster, so
Yeah, using those balls as blockers, very smart.
that was great. I think she'll have to engineer a 2 rail here. Well, she might be able to swerve a little.
I think she's going to have to hit a 2 rail.
Yeah.
Or even 1 rail, maybe, depending on how she feels. Let's see what she does.
I'm calculating.
Time to get the protractor out.
That's right. In one of those teleprompter things. Well, look at this.
Wow.
Will show us something, Caroline.
Well, now she's got to kick again because this 2 is hidden behind this 4.
I gotta say, I did not see that shot.
That was
On
super
the
fancy
one.
kick.
Yes.
Protractor level.
Uh,
Need like a measuring tool.
Too funny. So she could play a little bit of a Z shot kick safe, you know, like kick 1 rail and, well, I guess she would only have to send the 1 or 2 rails to get the safe.
I don't know. That was tough to do a resave.
Yeah, I think you needed to. It was hard to do it 1 rail and get the cue.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. And everything is pretty open now, though this 3-5 is maybe a little bit of a challenge. So it's going to be interesting to see how Brittany gets from the 2 to the 3 here.
Yeah, she's a little. Well, she's got a little bit of angle, so I think she can go 2 rails. She'll just have to go past the 6 and the 7.
She's thinking about it.
She's kind of got to go through. It's a pretty big window, but the angle, you're going to kind of be going right by possibly the 6. Just like that.
Wow.
But she hit it
what
excellent.
a stroke.
Right. So now I think she could draw between these 2, but
They might be a small angle, so she's got to be careful about running into this 5.
I think she might be able to even go behind the 5 with some right spin. Like go flat to the rail and spin it out. Just like that. Beautiful.
She has the best spin, in my opinion. She just spins things and it just like...
That little shot there, that's what I'm talking about, that she can really move her cue ball with her stroke. Both those last shots, she used her stroke to get shape. Great shots.
Ooh,
She kind of held that ball and it just...
she like let up on her stroke a little bit,
Yeah.
decelerated. Deceleration is your stroke's enemy.
That's so true. So this is a bit of an unexpected opportunity, I think. The way she was shooting, it looked she was well on her way there. So this is a good chance for Caroline to get on the board. And one thing I noticed about Caroline is when she gets started, she kind of gets her little rhythm going and just starts putting things together, you know?
Mm-hmm. I would definitely not sleep on her, but that's
Definitely. You cannot
wow.
sleep on her.
Does she get a fortunate roll here? Let's look at the side view.
I think she's going to want to go rail first anyway to get the angle, come around for the 6 and catch the side rail. Let's see. Nope, she was able to go 1 rail. Beautiful. And now
Nice
that set
shot.
her up really nice to get on the 7 off the 6. There you go. I figured after the other one she would hit the little hold stroke nice this time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, who are you? Do you find inspiration? Do you have like a favorite player?
well, I really like Efren. Who doesn't,
Who
right?
doesn't? He's the GOAT.
And these days, wow, we have so many upper echelon players. It's hard to keep up anymore. You've got the youth players
Mm-hmm.
and all the male players, and then you have all these lady players. So really, you have your pick of who you look up to or follow. I really admire Simming Chen's game. I haven't seen her in a while, but I love watching her. I was watching Bean earlier. Great. Yes, you know, of course, I enjoy watching Christina Tkach and Margarita. I think what they're bringing to the game with their consistency is just really great, and they're so young in their career that it's really exciting to watch them get wins under their belt and progress.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Allison Fisher. What a great representative of the sport with her sportsmanship and her attitude. She's just really great to play and interact with. And she's still playing. She's not here today, but it's been great to see her on tour as well.
She is so funny. That woman has such dry humor. And in the last stop, she actually recorded a video on Instagram. If you follow Alice Fisher's Instagram, where she's trying to look for her mother, because her mother was there to support her. And then next thing you know, she discovers her mother's at the slot machine playing Piggy's Big Bank.
Okay.
And then she's like, "Oh, found her. There goes the inheritance."
Oh, no.
So looking forward to our calendar for 2025. It hasn't been posted yet. They're still working out some details, but it looks to be another at least 10 stops. It's going to be a full year of exciting women's pool. So please, fans, if you want to watch more women's pool, like, support, follow us. If you want to donate to the stream, there's a $ symbol next to your YouTube. And you can also go to the WPBA website and make a donation there. Everything helps to support our organization and especially for our live stream, bringing the quality, because we are on Billiards TV now, and we want to make sure that we provide you the best experience possible so you can watch these ladies play quality pool.
Exactly. I've been really appreciating the free streams from the WPBA, and it's been great to watch the journey of the stream upgrading as we go, and how much Lonnie and Angela worked on getting this going. They did such a great job and put in so many hours, countless hours, and played events, which I hope everyone can appreciate what they did to get us going in the streams,
Mm-hmm. She got herself a little bit of a steep angle here, but, I don't see Brittany having too much trouble with this shot and just go back and forth, center ball to kind of get the cue on the correct side of the 8 ball.
Now, is there also an option to donate to the WPBA on the WPBA website?
Yes, you go to WPBA.com and there's a link to the store. You can, where we are selling ball sets, and then you can also donate to the WPBA.
Right. So thanks for pointing that out, Conith. I don't know if I said that right, but they did mention you can also donate on the website. So we've been able to bring you 2 streams today, which has been great. A bonus table and our feature table. And here on our feature table, Brittany Bryant was putting away the 9-ball to go up 4-0 over Caroline Powell.
It's 5-0 now.
Oh, excuse me, 5-0.
Wow. Brittany's just playing so dominant right now. So gonna wanted to thank the sponsor. So let's play the sponsor video.
So go ahead.
Yeah, so we have lots of sponsors. I feel like every event I come into the booth, there's more and more sponsors. So thank you to all the sponsors for your contribution to Women's Pool and for helping support our organization. We do have a page on the WPBA website if you're interested in sponsorship, and you can get more information about that and contact somebody there to figure out how we can best support your business and have a relationship.
Yes, and shout out to Connie in the chat. I saw your message. Thank you very much for reminding us about the WPBA.com site.
Yes, and you can also participate in a WPBA tour stop if, there's a regional tour. Part of, for example, in the upper northeast here, we have the JP New Tour. They are regional sponsored affiliated tour with us, and they do hold qualifiers so that you can obtain a spot in our next invitational. All our events are invitational. We do have some spots that are available for promoters and, regional tour winners. You can also be part of the waiting list. There is more information on the WPBA website.
Right, I believe it's under the Get Involved tab.
Yes.
So players, if you're interested, sponsors, all the information is there on the website.
And fans, please come out to see a live event. You get to see the ladies up close and personal. You get to talk to some of us. I enjoy meeting all of you. I've met some of our regular chat participants here, and it's always a great time to talk to you about women's pool.
Right. Definitely up close and personal, watching in person. You can see everyone's reaction and you can sort of feel what's going on in the room. And it's definitely a different experience than watching on stream.
Well, this 6 to the 7. 7's a little tricky there, and it's got the rack involved. So we are using the perfect rack. It's a rack from Canada. It's a template rack. So that's the official rack of the WPBA.
Right. So probably have an official come over to move these.
Yeah, you never want to leave the rack on the table. I feel like there's, unintentional things that happen if you leave the rack on the table, and that's always a no-no.
Just because they have 2 on there, it's you need 2 measurers, right?
Well, they are helping each other out by trying to pick up this rack.
I guess they decided to move it themselves. Those balls still are going to be tied up in an off angle, though, so it'll be interesting to see what Caroline decides to do. I suppose the 7 does go past the 8 in the bottom left-hand corner. So she might come with a little bit of inside English one rail.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she went around.
Great shot. And that's the type of thing she does.
She goes around the table.
She comes with that shot.
Well, some people prefer outside versus inside, so I tend to like outside and going around like how Caroline did. Some people like more inside. Are you more of an inside or an outside?
Well,
Spin.
for that shot, I could see using outside because you did have a bit more angle. It would be hard to hold it with the inside. And she didn't mind getting on that side of the 7. And that was a great shot.
So now would you go inside to kind of hold it for the 9 so that you could shoot the 9 in the bottom right corner? Or would you try to go around with spin and shoot the 9 in the bottom left corner?
I think you want to do a little bit of a kill shot here and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. But she's going to show me probably inside one rail.
We will see.
Yeah, so
Ooh, inside.
I figured she would do what I didn't think, so that's why I'm watching.
Yes, I love watching the live stream so I could see these ladies and take notes so I can go back and do homework.
Exactly.
Besides chat and get everybody and interview my co-commentator just to find out how they got started in pool.
Oh, right. Well, you asked me, so how did you get started?
Well, I was in college and then I had a boyfriend who had a APA team and they needed a low-level player. So I started off very, very low level. And so I feel like I'm an APS success story to the point where
There you go.
I became a WPBA touring pro and they're like, you cannot play in with the APA anymore. So it's fine. I graduated and it had its time and I really support, anyone that wants to play organized pool. APA is a great start there. And I know a lot of people that play APA. You got to start somewhere. And if you have the bug, then you start learning the game and start building upon your knowledge. And then once you get to a really high level, it's about little details that make a big difference.
And those decisions, like we were just talking about, and Caroline made a good decision to
She
secure
did.
that game.
She's on the board.
She is on the board.
She's like, I'm not letting you, Brittany Bryant, run away with this.
Right. I don't expect her to just go quietly.
Like a mouse. No. We want to hear a lion's roar as she battles her way back to tie up the score. Let's see.
I similarly got recruited for a team by virtue of being a lady. My college team needed ladies as well as gentlemen to get our team together. So they let me in, and I went to my first ACUI tournament, and that was it. I had to play ever since.
Wow. Well, we all have our origin stories, and it's about the journey, not the destination. So this game is a wonderful game. I see like children play it. I see, little old lady and little old man play it, and it's just one of those games where any age can play this game.
It is.
There's a crew of like 4 regular senior citizens. They must be like averaging 75 years old that come to Amsterdam every Saturday, and they play for a few hours. It's like
Oh yeah,
their socializing time, and it's amazing.
the older gentlemen come out every single day, and they play one pocket. Some of them play 9-ball or whatever, but
Mhm.
definitely.
You think she's gonna go one rail?
With the side pocket.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's going to
Oof.
want to hit it some type of way without a lot of speed, but
I think she put too much spin there, and then it was a little slow, so then the spin took. It was a little bit too delicate of a shot. Yeah, these side pockets are very tricky, in my opinion.
They are.
Caroline's like, nope, I see this, fires it into the bottom right corner. She looks fired up. She's looking definitely very confident.
Right. She had a little pep in her step there, looking focused. Hopefully, I think she's got just enough to see it, but it's really close with this 8-ball.
I don't think she
I
has to
think
do
she's
too
okay,
much.
though, yeah.
Because then, she just needs to shoot this 4 in the bottom left corner.
So, how about you? Who are your pool heroes?
Well, I first got interested in playing pool besides the fact that I joined an APA team. But before that, I was watching ESPN.
Oh,
And
so
that's
you
when.
already had the bug.
No, I was like, what is going on? I was very like lost. But then I saw Jeanette Lee and I'm like, who is this Asian lady?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I want to be like her.
Right.
And it turns out that she's from New York. I'm from New York and New York, New Jersey area. And so I felt very inspired by watching her kill everybody on the table.
She is so tenacious. If you ever get to play her, it is an experience. And she will
Wow.
show you why she has that reputation.
The Black Widow.
Yep. Amazing player.
And then I also would watch Allison Fisher and Karen Core, all these top ladies, and I was like, what are they doing? And it just piqued my curiosity. And then I started playing pool, and I was like, oh, I see now.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, but it took me like a long time to kind of get more serious about it. I think initially we all start by playing for fun, and it's a way to socialize and get to, hang out with friends. But then once you start making that decision, I'm like, I want to be serious. I want to be competitive.
My toxic trait is I instantly wanted to be a pro. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be instant, but as soon as I played, as soon as I started to understand there was tournaments, etc. Well, I already knew about the WPBA at some point, and I already knew I wanted to be a pro basically right off the bat. And then once I went to tournaments and discovered the regional tour, I was like, wow, you can go play with other people in tournaments. And I was just blown away.
Wow, that's awesome. Caroline's making a comeback here.
Like we said, you don't sleep on Kapow.
Definitely not. Let's try to see what's going on around the room. Ashley Rice up 4-2 against Sarah Miller. We have Michelle Cortez 2-1 over Taruko Macklin. It says here Taruko Kukulele, but she just recently got married and it's now Taruko Macklin. Lisa Cassette up 4-1 against Kennedy Dunn. Joanne Ashton 4-1 over Susan Williams. Emily Duddy 4-1 over Angela Janik. Olivia Chang 4-2 over Rachel Lang, and Monica Webb is down 2-3 versus Kelly Isaac.
Well, everyone's keeping in step there. A lot of 4-2 matches.
Wow.
4-1, I mean.
Well, it's I think one loss side right now, so I think everyone is in survival mode. They're just trying to stay alive in the match so they can continue to play tomorrow.
Absolutely. And we're on day 2 of competition, and we started this morning at 10 a.m. So ladies were probably in here quite early, even before that. And now it's nearing 10 p.m. our time. So we'll get into the nitty gritty here.
It's a long day in any case, and a lot of focus.
A lot of focus, a lot of decisions to be made.
Thank you, Bill Bryan, for your contribution. We definitely appreciate support and appreciate your donation to help support the WPBA.
Well, I would say that's a little bit short, and
It's dangerous.
it is. It's a very funny angle to attempt the carom. It's a bit thick. Maybe the combo is on. Actually, I think you might have to play safe here.
I think so too, unless she can. She might be able to combo this. I don't know. Depends on how she's feeling. Sometimes, like, even the great Allison Fisher says, like, you,
Yeah, see, it was hard to hit the correct part of it. What does Allison say?
some days, like, you might be feeling a draw. Some days you might be feeling a follow. Every day is going to be a different day. There's no, like, this is the exact way to play it.
Right, and I think as the ladies adjust to the tables, they find their preferences for how the tables are playing to get where they want to go. And, on one table, you might be doing a couple rails inside English. Another table, the prudent shot is to, draw off the rail and come
Mm-hmm.
backwards. So,
So, very interesting question in the chat. How old is the WPBA? We are 48 years old. We were
40.
founded in 1976, so this is one of the oldest organizations for women's sports. So, very grateful and lucky and to be part of this organization to support women's pool.
Yep, gotta love it. And it's really an interesting experience. We remain fans, Um,
Oh, great shot there. She wanted to be hidden behind the 9 a little bit more, so she left Brittany a little bit of a window here. I'm not sure if Brittany can cut it to make it, but definitely cut it to, try to save. I'm not sure. It's
if
a lot
she
going on.
if she goes for the make, there's a concern of hitting the 4 ball, and
Mhm.
with the 2 up table, with the 6 and 7 in the middle of the table, a bit of traffic. If she can make the cue ball hit to the right of the 4 and control that angle to get back up for the 2, maybe towards the middle of the table, on the other side of the 6, basically. She did end up hitting 4, but
Wow.
it looked, well, yeah, she waved. I think she maybe wanted to go past the 4.
Mhm.
I think she came up with a shot out of this, but it does look like the 6 might be impeding. And if the 6 is in the way, she's got a bit of a safety opportunity. But with the 9 there, we'll see what she decides. I think she can see it the way she's approaching it.
Yeah. And then the 3 is kind of stuck on the right side there. Let's see what
Right,
happens.
she'll have to. Oh, that was beautiful. Great decision.
From that distance, wow.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, it just kept going.
just a little too much there.
Right. I thought that was going to be nice for her, the way she came around everything.
Mhm. Now she's got to kick it in. Let's see.
The good thing about this is she could go for the make and be able to see the 4 afterwards. And I think in the position it's in, you've got to go for the make, right?
Mhm.
And then take what you get off the 4.
Yep. Oh, that was
A
so
little
tough.
short. A little awkward cueing from the side of the table there.
Well, I think this like 3 to the 4 is not easy. Like 3 is kind of stuck to the rail. I think that makes it much more difficult to get position. She's also righty, so she has to bring the ball back a little bit more to reach for it and be comfortable.
I think the way she's approaching things, she might be getting right back in this match.
You think she's gonna go forward a few, or draw back?
I think she is going to draw back and stay on the same side. It came off a little funny.
She hit it a little thick.
But still, with where the 5 is laying, I think she can, if she just focuses on pocketing this ball, she's going to get shape on the 5. So she could shoot this in either pocket. She's looking at the bottom left. And she can just hit with a high ball and go 2 rails towards the 5. Nice and easy. Just like that.
No, she overcut it.
Yeah. But that's the pro side, right?
I mean, she left Brittany with a very makeable shot here, I think.
Right.
Natural position to go around 1, 2, 3 rails to get the cue ball in that area where it is right now to shoot for the 5.
Right. She could take it 2 rails and kind of float it
Mm-hmm.
towards the middle of the table. I think this was a better route because
Oh.
really that was a great shot because the angle of the 4, that ball was going to take off after she cut it in.
Yeah, I liked how she just let her stroke out and went multiple rails. I think a lot of times I see beginner players try to hold the ball and
Right.
then they don't get the shape or they decelerate and it's not good. So you want to
Right.
just go with the natural angles.
Yeah, that was a great decision. So she could float. This is, I think, a preference.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she'll play the 7 in a side pocket or a corner pocket?
I think she's going to do 7 in the corner pocket. She pointed to the corner, to the bottom right corner with
Bottom
her
right. You're
cue.
right. So just kind of roll forward. Well, she could stun forward.
Oh.
She's stunned
Yeah,
that way.
she's
Yeah.
stunned. I think this is even better shot because now she's able to set up naturally for the 8.
Yeah, she can go no rails and just pull it back about where she is, maybe a little further. Yeah, about where she is. Yeah, it was almost just in between where you could almost go to the rail and come back out, but she didn't quite have the angle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get too flirty and try to draw it perfectly and flirt with the side pocket. Just, see the angle that's there. So 1 rail up and down. Nice confident stroke there.
That
To
was
go
really
up.
nice.
Right. Yeah.
I like she's getting back up and taking another walk around. Wiping down her cue, taking a moment before firing at this 9 ball. And it's against the rail. It was a little bit closer to the rail than she wanted. So she needs to just
Right.
make sure she's commits to it.
Yeah, just take a second.
It looked like her hands were maybe a little bit sticky, so she had to wipe it off a little bit.
Yeah, she doesn't use a glove, but it does appear that that's like a carbon fiber, so a lot of people shoot with the glove with that. Or they have the towel. I noticed that. So good shot there.
6-2, Brittany.
A lot of pool action in the country today. We've got the international going on down in Florida and then the Moscone Cup coming up, so that's super exciting.
Yeah, and the international has right next to it the American Straight Pool 14-1 Championships.
Yes, I'm going to try and fly home and then drive up there to check it out.
That's awesome.
Monday and Tuesday, I think the straight pool is still supposed to be going on, so I'm like, maybe I can catch a little bit of that. That would be awesome.
So it looks like we have new people joining the chat. So this is Ada Leo, and we have also Jessica Barnes in the booth today. So we're excited to bring you this one-loss side match at the WPBA Capital City Billiards Invitational at Capital City Billiards in Concord, New Hampshire. This is an exciting match between Caroline Powell and Brittany Bryant. Brittany Bryant's up 6-2 right now.
Looks like this is going to be...
Oh,
is this an option?
illegal break.
Right, so Caroline has an option, and she's going to take the shot, I'm sure, and she could go for a free bank, or maybe she'll elect a safety with the 6 where it's laying. You're definitely going to have to control the cue ball exactly to manage the 6. You don't want to try for a safe and then hit the 6, with the cue ball. So she's definitely going to have to do something. She could go thin it on the right side, but that's a little complicated. I think you go for the free bank here maybe and try to
I would like to bank.
draw
I
down
like
table.
banking.
I don't see a lot of people bank as much as play safe. So, and also the comfort with the table. What? Oh, just cut it in.
She was like,
There you go.
no banking. I'm just going to cut it in.
So I think she's gonna, if she can swerve a little and hit this rail first.
Let's see the side view.
Yeah. Or maybe she looks like she's got
She
a
has to hit the
straight
rail, I
shot
think.
at it, right?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
she did have to get by the 5. Okay.
Oh,
From here, it almost looked like she could see it, but overhead, you could tell she couldn't see it.
right. But that was a smart shot. She was like, I'm playing safe and I'm not taking any chances. Brittany's up 6-2. I got to fight my way back.
I've watched Caroline play these late night matches before,
Mm-hmm.
and she really just stays cool and calm, and she can do a kapow. I'm cheering for them both. I think they're both great players, and I like watching them face the higher ranked players.
Yes. We do have some really high ranked players, over 700 players as part of this tournament, including our newly minted world 10 ball champion, Christina Tkach.
Yeah, and what a final that was last month.
I didn't see it yet. I hear it's so exciting.
It
4
was-
hours of drama.
Well, the final between Christina and Margaret at in Kentucky
Yeah.
at Rail Yards. It was great. I was watching in person, and it was just wonderful to see her play basically flawlessly.
Well, she was mad that she had lost the hot seat match, and I think she was just looking to redeem herself there. And it was just like, I am not giving her any chances.
Yeah, she
It was like a
played jam
10-0.
up. Yeah, it was great to watch.
I think she made history. I don't think there was ever been a 10-0 in the finals at the WPBA.
I'm not sure. I have watched Jasmine Ocean play a landslide set, and I've watched Kelly Fisher play a landslide set, and I don't remember the final score, but they really played great. One of them was at the Soaring Eagle, and I don't remember the other one, but I'm not sure if it was 10-0. But you know WPBA history more than I do. You do a lot for the WPBA.
Yeah, I like to encourage women to play pool, and you know, if you have passion for this, you can do this. I believe in you. So my role is to make sure that you know that I believe in you and that you can join the tour too.
Oh, that's awesome. And people that are interested in joining the tour, you can visit WPBA.com and see how you can get involved under the Get Involved tab. Whether you would like to sponsor the tour or see how you can join.
Yeah, and we also have sponsorship tab too. So if you're looking to help support the tour, there's a way to do that. You know, every year we're looking to get more and more stops, more and more money, so that these ladies can continue doing what they do best, which is play pool.
Yeah, I think it's great how we have so many events because when you are on tour and you can go to multiple events, go each month, it really sinks in what you need to do to improve for the next event. And seeing everybody out there competing and the ladies that are really hitting the road and traveling to all these bigger events, you can see it in their game. They just get tougher and tougher, and it's just great to see.
Oh my goodness, so many ladies coming out of the woodwork now. It's crazy and exciting and also very, very tough. So,
It is tough, yes.
you know, I think like if you want to improve your game, you have to put yourself amongst the best and see what they do, and your game will elevate as a result.
Yeah.
Boom.
Another one of those stroke shots there, and now she's got a great angle to work out these final 5 balls. that would put Brittany on the hill. Yeah. She's really moving that ball now.
Mm-hmm. This was a little awkward. She's like has to reach over the table.
Did she get a little far up table? She's got a great angle though,
She does.
so that kind of makes up for it a little bit. She could stop this on either side.
Player preference now.
Right.
I think she's gonna go for the bottom left corner and float over for the 8 to shoot the 8 in the same bottom left corner.
The question is does she go to the side rail or the bottom rail to cue ball or go no rails? I think she's going to stun it a little and maybe go no rails if she has.
And if she's
And
gonna
the
hit a rail,
angle.
she has to aim to hit like the in between the first and second diamond from the bottom on the long rail there.
I think she, yeah.
Oh,
Man, see, those are those decisions again. And
she let up on her stroke too a little
she
bit.
kind of held it and let up a little, yeah.
Yeah, deceleration again. The enemy of your stroke. Do not decelerate. Need to fully accelerate into the shot, whether it's a soft, medium, or hard shot. Same follow through and acceleration into it.
Right. So
It's now a really good opportunity for Caroline to put another rack on the board.
and I believe she took her extension because she's like taking her time with this. And I saw her kind of say something, so maybe she took her extension as well.
Yeah, the ladies are operating with a 40-second shot clock. They do get 1 extension per rack. Unless it's like a hill-hill match, then they get 2 extensions per rack.
Right.
For that rack.
So that'll bring this match a little closer.
I'm rooting for Caroline to tie up the score or at least close the gap.
Yes, that's usually what the booth does is, vote for a tight, close match. We want to see both players play their game and
Yes.
show us what they got.
All right, let's play a video while we're racking. Caroline looking to close the gap even more. I want to see a break and run. Let's do it.
Let's see it.
Sounded very solid. Nothing went in though.
So the 4 and the 6, a little tied up there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this rack is nice and open, but definitely going to have to do something with the 4. You could, and the 2 and the 3 really aren't laying great to break this open. So
I think there might be an opportunity for Brittany to slice this up to the top left corner if she gets to the correct side of the 4 ball. There's just enough
Right.
room past the 6 ball for her to do that.
True.
So it's going to be very key for the 3 to the 4 and how Brittany addresses that.
Maybe she would elect to play the 3 down where she's standing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would make it a bit easier to get on the 4. Looks like, oh, well, I guess she could draw there 1 rail off the 3. So play the 3 where she's about to play the 2. And she could get under the 4, like you said.
Yeah. Well, she's got to slice this too in the side pocket on the right side there. but it's the natural position to get to the 3. It's tricky because these side pockets are very difficult, in my
Oh,
opinion.
is she going towards the side? I guess so, right?
She
Maybe
looks like it.
up
Yeah.
to the top. That was beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Wants it to slow down just a little, I think.
And this is very tricky now. It's like, do you go
Yeah,
forward and go 1, 2 rails, maybe 3 rails?
yes, I think she got a little flat on this. Looks like she might be playing a safety here or a two-way shot. What do you say?
I think she's drawing it. Oh, 2. There you go.
Mm,
She left it funny.
she did. Well,
I don't know. I think this is cuttable if you're
definitely. Caroline
feeling it.
cuts
Definitely.
this ball in nice and easy and
And-
makes it look pretty simple.
Right, and then she just gets natural position to get for the 4-9 combination to the bottom right corner.
Yeah, you'd probably rather just play the 4 clean,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's a question of how are you going to get on it. You would have to almost go deep into the corner to go 3 rails, and then you're flirting with the 5. So, which she could lay up this cue ball near the side pocket. Just like this, and take the angle on the 4 so she doesn't have to shoot the combo, which was a good choice. Now she's maybe play some inside English
Mm-hmm.
to play shape off the 9, just under the 6, and come out for the 5 in the side. I need one of those little pens to show that one, right?
Yes. They need to have a pen so you could draw.
Okay, she elected to just go flat off the 9.
No,
Less
this
variables, not using that second rail.
very tricky now. She's got this little steep angle on the side here.
Right. Brittany just cut a backwards shot in to the side pocket, and she used a really nice finesse speed to overcome that tricky side pocket. So we'll see what Caroline opts to do here.
She could also play safe if she doesn't like this.
Right, it looks like she might be going for the safe under the 9 ball.
Nope, she went for it.
I looked at that wrong.
I don't know. Do you think this is cuttable? This is like very steep. Or is she gonna bank it? But then the 7 the way over to the top short rail there.
I think you gotta play safe here and kind of get the cue ball up table, and maybe you can use the 8 as a blocker. Definitely
Yeah, just like you said.
came out. Oh, she's
Oh,
got it. Yeah,
no.
no? I think
Can she see this?
I'd have to see
6
another
ball?
view. It's really close. She might be able to see the edge.
She might be able to carom this now. If she hits it correctly.
I don't know that she can see enough of the, well, possibly.
We'll see. We'll see what she
She
decides
might
to do.
be able to see enough of it. She would have to, I believe, draw it into the 9. I don't know if she can.
Oh, she might
It's a little thin.
she
I
might
think,
just
for
has
the
to
carom.
like kick it.
She might use the 9 to assist in a safety, like let it slow down the cue ball, but then you're going to risk hanging the 9
Mm-hmm.
and might not want to do that.
A lot going on with this shot.
Yeah, at that point, since you're going to nudge the 9 anyway, you might as well throw some spin on it and try to make it if you can get a hit on it.
Mm-hmm.
But she just has just a little piece of that 6 ball, so it's tough.
Well,
Tough call.
she's taking her extension and
Yeah.
really thinking about this.
You don't want to like lay up something for them with the 9 ball hanging. So
Mhm.
let's see what she comes up with. I think she's shooting this carom. I'm going to draw it and spin it. Just
What a
like
shot.
that.
Wow.
Snaps.
What a shot.
Great shot there.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to like go back and watch this match and be like, how did she do that?
Yeah, that was a great read by Brittany to get on the hill. 7-3 over Caroline Powell. You want to take a look at the other matches while we're
Yes.
racking?
It's late. Thank you for keeping me on my toes here. All right, we have Ashley Rice on the hill, 7-3 over Sarah Miller. Michelle Cortez, 3-2 over Taruko Macklin. Lisa Cassette, 6-1 over Kennedy Dunn. And we have a very close match here, Joanne Ashton and Susan Williams, 4-4. Emily Duddy is 6-3 over Angela Janik. Another very close match with Olivia Chang and Rachel Lang. And Kelly Isaac is up 4-3 against Monica Webb.
Just in time for Brittany's break. Now, did I see that correctly that they have a menu item named after Brittany Bryant here at...
They do? I have not seen this yet.
Yes, it's on the breakfast menu.
Really? Is it related to Canada? Is there some maple syrup in
There's
it?
like, I believe it's because it has Canadian bacon in it.
Oh.
And they have a couple other players as well named on their menu, so...
Well, you know, in Canada, it's not called Canadian bacon. It's
Probably not.
It's just bacon.
What do they call our bacon? American bacon?
I think it's called something else. I'm trying to remember. I used to live in Montreal.
Delicious.
I know lots about Canada, but it's late right now, and I'm struggling. Bombshell breakfast. That's a good one there, Pat.
That is very catchy.
Ooh, my favorite, jail safe. She locked that up.
That was nice.
Pea meal bacon. There you go. That's what they call it in Canada. I remember watching a food TV or travel show about it.
Well, way to lock up with the safe on the hill. Protect your lead.
Oh, Caroline's a kickmaster. She was like, nuh-uh, I can kick this.
Right. A bit of a free shot here if she wants to go for a bank, but the angle's funny. Could even maybe cut it. I don't think it goes past the 5.
What, the 2-ball?
Yes. In the side?
No,
I don't think it goes past.
I think you have to bank it if you want to be aggressive.
Yeah, she could kind of take a free shot with that. Leave it right there. Just like that. I mean, she might not even wanted to make the bank after all.
Well, she did create distance between the 2 and the 4, and the 4 is hidden behind the 8. So getting this position is going to be a little bit tricky. So I think Caroline's got to resave her.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she might be able to see it, but I don't know. It's hard to tell.
She might have the angle to go 2 rails.
Or maybe just one rail.
Right.
If she gets the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Kind of in between there. But yeah, if she can get back to the middle of the table, she can cut the 4 in. That would be a smart shot.
Yeah, that's tough. Very tough. A lot going on in that shot. And even if she made it in there, that 5 is blocking.
I don't think this goes past the 8, so.
I think it does.
You think so?
Oh, guess not. Safety time.
Yeah, I was having a bit of a trouble visualizing this safe here. A little bit tricky. I think, what do you think? Do you think she cuts us in?
I think she cuts this in and then puts a little bottom right on it to come back for this 4.
Sometimes when I'm playing her, she pulls out a safety where, like this, where I think she might go for it and just locks you up a little bit. I think Brittany's going to have to jump this
Mhm.
and go offensive and then, deal with what you have on the 4. Because it's going to naturally go 2 rails. The problem with it is if it doesn't go in, the 2 ball's also coming back towards where she's standing, this pocket on the right. So right in
Wow.
the pocket.
That's crazy. From that distance?
She hit it so square. I think she got hooked on the 4.
Yeah, she hit that very square. She's got to kick it now. Kick in safe.
Yeah, she could thin it and leave it by the 6 and come up between the 5-8. Or
Oh,
do that.
kick and stick. That was a great shot.
That was a great shot.
Now Caroline's got to jump.
The kick and stick.
Kick and stick, so important. Just like brush safety. I get to learn all sorts of safeties from these ladies. Wow.
Wow. I was saying, I was about to say it looks like she's taking her time with this shot, and she got set up and fired it in.
Yeah. That's incredible. That was a really nice jump.
I was thinking, wouldn't it be something if she makes this and closes the gap in this match a little?
Yeah, she's like, I don't care if you're on the hill. I need to
Yeah.
get another point on the board here. I need to put some kapow in.
That's right. So they both made their jump shots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, too much roll. What do you think?
She's still got this shot, and she's got plenty of space to work with to come back for the 7 in the upper left-hand corner. So she'll go 1, 2, up and down table towards the center of the table. She kind of held it, and it was really tough to
no.
hold with all that angle and the new cloth and everything. I think it was a bit tough. It was asking a lot.
Yeah, that was. That she needed to put more speed in it, go up and down the table, right? Or at least put some spin to kind of go 2 rails.
Yeah, I thought she would definitely go to the top rail and come back down. Okay, right behind the 8, it almost got there, but still leaving a tough enough shot that, sometimes you never know. She might go for this, depending on how she's feeling.
She's on the hill right now. I mean,
I've definitely seen
her cut this shot
yeah,
like
exactly.
very easily. So
Where you
let's
see her cut it in and finish it off. So it looks kind of like she's going for it. Yeah, Caroline is probably not too happy with that shot.
And Brittany, I'm sure she's
After
taking an
that.
extension because this is a key shot here.
Yeah, if she really wanted to, she could, because it's a little awkward maybe queuing over the pocket. She could play safe and just put the 7 on the bottom rail.
Mm-hmm.
She has a decent angle for that.
She could miss it on the pro side, right? And overcut it. So she brings the 7 ball back to the middle of the top short rail there and then bring the cue ball back. Oh, she played a contain. Oh, no.
Oh, I just got chills. I can't believe that.
That was a big mistake.
Oh, wow.
That went in the pocket
Did
like it hit eyes.
Did not see that coming. And she hit that such a nice thin,
I
that's
think
a difficult shot.
I think it was too much speed for a shot that thin, and
I
that's
think
where it went wrong.
she wanted to lock her up behind the 8 and almost had it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, confident stroke.
Bam.
You can hear it from here, right?
Yes.
And we're across the room.
And Caroline has closed the gap.
Do we have
Let's see. Let's play a video.
a mic on there
Mike, where?
on the table?
I'm not sure. Caroline's turn to break. Let's see if she can close the gap even more.
Bosses of Talk in the chat says, I would love this to go hill hill. I love hill hill matches. I can't root either way. I'm rooting for both players.
You're like, I'm Switzerland. I'm a neutral party here.
Right.
I support both ladies.
But I do like to see everyone, play well. So it's too bad one of them will be out of the tournament after this. So, but a lot of those dogfight matches, he'll come out late at night like this, where you're fighting for that last spot. Whether you're going home or you're going to make it to the next round in the elimination matches. So we'll see how it goes.
I think anything can happen. You never know. Here's another jump shot.
Okay, maybe she was going for like a little bit of a safety there. I don't know.
She looked like she just got up there and fired it in. I mean, she did that one. She did that last time too.
Yeah,
so.
once she got set up, she hit it pretty quick.
So for this year, what has been your favorite event?
All of them.
All of them.
I haven't gone to all of them, actually, but the ones I went to Iron City, which I love it there. I've been there quite a few times for both the WPBA events and their in-house events. Gotta love that. And then I really loved Rail Yard in Kentucky. That was such a cool environment. I got to play in the arena, and that was just really cool experience. I really like that. I like it here. And I don't remember where else I went. I know I went somewhere else, but it's escaping me.
I went to like every event except for Iowa because I had a work conflict.
Iowa has been my favorite at times when I was able to go. It's such a different vibe. I really like the arts, support of the convention center we play at. It's like I wouldn't say it's a museum, but they have art in there and they do art classes. It's cool.
Yeah, Fairfield, Iowa is definitely a unique little town.
Right.
Oh, combo 3-9, maybe. Just gotta use the bridge though, I think. He's looking at it.
She might be able to lean and reach it. I think that's going to determine if she shoots it or not. Because it is. Yeah, she could almost. I think you got to play safe here, right? It's just not laying that great. Kind of maintain your lead.
Wow, look at that. You're right. Be conservative. Don't make
Yeah.
silly mistakes.
Yeah, it really wasn't laying, it wasn't on, and then add to it the difficulty of either using a bridge or reaching, and might not be worth it.
I think Caroline's gonna kick and stick. Let's see.
The 9's a little close to the 3 for the kick and stick, I think, but the 9 could go if she wants to kick it in,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy, but it's laying.
Oh.
It was laying good.
She fouled.
But you had to get out of the way because it was coming right
She
back
ran
at
into
you.
yeah, she ran into the bridge.
Yeah.
Foul.
So now Brittany's got ball in hand on the hill. And once she gets out of the 3-4 situation, which she has ball in hand on the 3, so let's see how she's going. Draw to the rail, come out a little. Just like that.
Yeah, I don't see any additional problems here, so she just has to stick to her roadmap and execute.
I also like watching matches where Brittany commentates. She's very knowledgeable, and so I learn a lot when I listen to her commentate.
Yeah, she commentated my match at Rail Yard, and I did not get a chance
Oh, you gotta watch it.
watch it. And
Yeah.
I felt like I was really struggling in that match.
Uh-huh.
So, but at least it wasn't a 0. I feel like it's
Yeah.
nothing worse than being shut out in a match.
She commentated my match at Rail Yard as well, and I did actually learn a lot from just little gems she dropped in passing. So,
Getting a little too close there, flirting with the 9. I think she's good. Well, everyone, this is the last match of the day. And the day starts again at 12 o'clock tomorrow. One more 9 ball and Brittany wins this match. Straight in.
well done, Brittany Bryant.
Brittany Bryan wins 8-4 against Caroline Powell. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Caroline Powell in this tournament. And Brittany Bryant will play again tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining and watching the WPBA Class Capital City Billiards Invitational. And this is Ada Leo signing off along with Jessica Barnes. Thank you for joining me in the booth.
Thanks, Ada. Had a great time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And yes, everyone, please stay tuned starting tomorrow at 12 o'clock when we will continue with the one loss side matches.